Blackout Beats.
Hello, all you awesome people out there. Welcome or welcome back to Geek Visits Entertainment, the place dedicated to film, video games, and television. Big three of visual media. I'm your host, as always, Hoover, and we are back yet again with a brand spanking new episode of News Drop. If you don't know News Drop, I'll just drop all the news, all the big important news for our big three. This one is covering most of everything from October, within maybe like the last 2, maybe 3 weeks about this point. But yeah, that's what we have here. Our brand new style. Of course, if you listen to this on the audio realm, we have this brand new video option as well, where you can actually see stuff. So you can actually see stuff now. See what I'm talking about. Of course, we got film, TV, and video games. So without further ado, let me just talk about what we'll be going over here today. YouTube will come back to that later. On the film side, we've got some casting news on a bunch of things. Actually, we've got some news on the Running Man reboot. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry, Boots Riley's new project. Casting news for that. We also have update on Until Dawn. Also, news on the brand new Princess Diaries, and of course, we got some update, another casting update. This time for Amazon's Voltron feature film. That's what we got on our film side. On our video game side, Halo just received a big update, or maybe not, depending on what your thoughts of it is overall. We got update on an Alien Isolation sequel. I'll talk about the brand new Quiet Place video game. And we got some bad news for any Little Big Planet fans who are still on the PS3 or the PS4. Don't know why, but if you are, that's for you. And of course, for TV, they got an update on what the future for Ewan McGregor could be for Obi-Wan. We got some cancellation news in there. And we also have big updates on the tease for Peacemaker season 2. And we have our locked in leading cast members for HBO's DC Lanterns series. So that's what we'll all be talking about here today for this episode of News Drop. And then of course we'll be talking about trailers for TV and movies. That's why YouTube's open right now. Complete Unknown, I think what, Juror number two, um, the Yakuza series, the new Tomb Raider animated series. We got some stuff in there. That is. Don't look at my script too much. All right, but without further ado, let's just drop right into this news, shall we? Don't know why it's loading up again. We already up. We already loaded the damn site. That was the whole point. It's supposed to be here. Anywho, yes. So we got some casting news from Edgar Wright's brand new Running Man reboot that's coming by way of Paramount as well. So it has added All American star Daniel Ezra, who will be joining Glenn Powell in the film. So all right. So after breaking six tackles in hit series CW series All American, Daniel Ezra has found a new challenge. He's set to join Paramount's reimagining of The Running Man, which stars Glenn Powell. Katie O'Brien is also on board. Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. Love me some Katie O'Brien, even though she could never love me back. Uh, with Edgar Wright, one of my favorite filmmakers. If you don't know, he is the creator of the Shaun of the Dead, Edward's End. What's the second one? Hot Fuzz, and most recently, Baby Driver, and what's his little horror movie? Last Night in Soho. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So, of course, the movie is based on the novel by Stephen King, first published under his pseudonym Richard Bachman. Running Man was made famous by the 1980s movie, which starred Arnold Schwarzenegger. The futuristic novel is a chase thriller set in dystopian America in the year 2025. It's kind of crazy how stuff from like the 80s. They're big futuristic dystopian films. Kind of take place. We're heading to the spot we are now, like Back to the Future Part Two. The story centers on Ben Richards, who participates in the violent reality show called Running Man in order to enough money to revive his gravely ill daughter. Um, the show follows Richard being chased by numerous hunters set to kill him, and George Linder is to executive produce. I'm gonna spoil myself here. I have never seen the original Running Man. I know it's like a cult classic. It's a kind of one of those '80s action movie classics. Um, one of the jewels in Schwarzenegger's filmography from back then. I've never seen it though. Um, so I don't have any strong feelings about this. Really. I'm unfamiliar with both of the stars here. Don't watch All American. I don't know where Glenn Powell is from, what he's done. Let's see if we can pull up something on the man. Probably not, because it's gonna be news stories. Let's see. I don't know why my internet acting funny right now. Let's see. Glenn Powell, IMDb. Let's see what he was in. Captain Planet. What? Okay, these are credits. This is IMDb Pro. I'm trying to pay for that. Let's see. What the hell? All right, let's see. Known for Hitman. Haven't seen. Top Gun Maverick. Also not seen that. Everybody wants on. Don't know that. Hidden Figures. Haven't seen that. Yes, I am very unfamiliar with this man's work. Twisters. That just came out. He did some voice work. Chicken. Bad guys. All that kitchen. Yeah. So he's done a lot of. He's done some voice work and some live action work. I mean, it's kind of cracked into acting stuff. It seems like. Oh wait, no. Go to see all you idiot. Right along too. I've seen that once. Very unmemorable. Yeah, I'm very unfamiliar. So I'm very unfamiliar with both these guys. So I don't feel the way either way. But if you guys are fans of either one of these guys, hey, more power to you. Um, we'll come to the breaking news stuff later. All right, moving on. More casting news. Boots Riley's next movie, titled I Love Boosters, has added on Kiki Palmer, Demi Moore, and Lakeith Stanfield. Also, as well, not asshole, as well as Naomi Aki. Um, Boots Riley looks to have found this project and has led it quite the ensemble. He has partnered with Neon on his film I Love Boosters. As I mentioned, Kiki Palmer, Naomi Aki, Lakeith Stanfield, and Demi Moore are set to star. Additional casting is underway. Photography is to begin this fall. They have anything on what the movie is or what it's about. The film centers on a ring of enterprising boosters, aka shoplifters, equal opportunists, who take aim at a cutthroat fashion maven. Digital plot details are under wraps. I really like Boots Riley. I know him for two things. One being Sorry to Bother You. I love that movie. It was weird. Uh it was it was it was very individualistic. It wasn't afraid to go there. It kind of reminds me of like Atlanta. It really leaned into like the absurdist stuff. But I loved it. I found it hilarious. He also has the Amazon series I'm a Virgo, which is again a kind of a weird, really out there series. I never finished it. One of my biggest problems with TV nowadays, but I really enjoyed the stuff I saw. And he does very much make very kind of um African American experience movies, but he puts them uh in that real absurdist box that you can't really put in a box. Um Let's see. Riley, multi hyphenated, working across film, music as a director, producer, and screenwriter. Known for his feature that I mentioned, Sorry to Bother You. Loved it. Stanfield was in that one too. And then the series, I'm a Virgo. Cool. And then it just kind of talks about all the all the actors. That's the only one I'm unfamiliar with is Naomi Aki in Lady Macbeth alongside Florence Pugh. Okay. Okay, she's a British actress. That makes sense. She's gonna play Whitney Houston in the, okay, she played Whitney in the in that biopic. star and Zoe Kravitz directorial approval, and she's popped up in Blink twice, and she's in Mickey 17. Okay, so she really taken off lately. Nice, good for her. So yeah, so some news there. I want to point that out. Big fan of Lakeith Stanfield. Big fan of Keke Palmer. Boots Riley is starting to pop up on my radar a little bit more from his stuff. That's how much I really like that. Sorry to bother you. So we have that too. All right, before we move on, were they both the same one? Uh, breaking news here on the article. Legendary Studios. I know the guy's name. Well, I guess we'll talk about this. We ain't gonna go too into it. Oscar host searches on. Seems like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman might be on the top of the list to try and get that. Reunited them for that. Makes sense. Deadpool the Wolverine was a massive hit. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do get them. Let's see. Legendary Entertainment has completed a buyout of Wanda Group's remaining equity interests in a move. CEO Josh Grood said ushers in a new era for the studio. Financial terms were disclosed, but Legendary said it funded the transaction entirely from cash on its balance sheet for the deal led by Grood. Grodel. Grody. Is it Grode or Grody? Is it a silent E? I'm gonna say Grode. Without tapping partner Apollo Global, Chinese conglomerate Wanda acquired the studio in 2016. Legendary has but a bunch of nothing. Transaction catalyzes the next chapter for the independent studio, which has grossed over 20 billion at the box office and experiencing its most profitable year to date. So they made a lot of money, and it was like, you know what, we can go on our own. We're good. The purchase of Wanda's remaining ownership interest is the next strategic step in Legendary's long range growth plan, with our outstanding creative team headed by Mary Parent, developing, producing, and marketing high quality film and television across blah 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 blah. Partner with Apollo. Legendary stressed that it still retains significant excess liquidity after the transaction to finance its current business and planned expansion. All right, so they're planning to go a little bigger. They made a lot of money. They want to start expanding into more stuff. Legendary released two of 2024's most lucrative films, Doom Part 2 and Godzilla Kong New Empire. Grossed over 1.28 billion at the global box office, with the latter becoming the highest grossing film in the franchise. Since appointed to CEO in 2018, other labels, so yeah, so the Monarch Legacy, the monster stuff really popped off since he joined. They also received what was that? Which has received renewed by Apple TV and received an order for multiple spinoffs and an international Emmy nominee drops with Gatos for Apple TV. They got the Minecraft movie coming up. Live action hybrid comedy Animal Friends, which stars Ryan Reynolds, Jason Momoa, Aubrey Plaza, and Dan Levy. That's a hell of a cast. Film adaptation of the iconic Street Fighter game. Okay. Alejandro Inarritu's film, which stars Tom Cruise. Okay. And additional films from Villanueva, which is Doom Part 3 and more MonsterVerse movies. So yeah, so Legendary Pictures was on a pretty high roll, so they decided to buy out Wanda remaining ownership in order to sort of move forward on their own now. They're standing on their own now. They're moving out their mama's house, basically, it seems like. Which good for them. I hope it works out because a lot of studios have not been doing too well as of late. All right, moving on. Next up, we got my goodness. I just noticed how damn dark I got. Hold on. All right, hopefully that's a little better. A little blown out in the background, but you know, sunlight wants to play by its own rules. All right. Next up, David Sandberg's Until Dawn movie has wrapped up over the weekend. This is last weekend, actually. So, if you didn't know, Supermassive Games Until Dawn is heading to the big screen with a horror adaptation from director David F. Soderbergh, who's known for Lights Out, Annabelle Creation, and Shazam. And that was wrapped up. They put in a tweet here. There we go. Yeah, Until Dawn was a video game that released back in what? It's been a while now. Um, Until Dawn switches around a group of 8 teenagers who decide to vacation for a night in a cabin on the fictional Blackwood Mountain. 1 year after the appearance of two girls, shortly after arriving, the gang find themselves attacked by a psychopath and must attempt to survive until sunrise. The movie's been made by Screen Gems and, of course, PlayStation. I don't. Is there any news on like the cast of this movie? Okay. Um, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this is. I feel like the movie, not the movie, the game itself is already cinematic enough. I don't think it really needs a movie adaptation. If that makes sense. Like the game is already damn near just a playable movie anyway. So to make a movie out of thing that's already, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But we'll see. I feel like they move forward with this. Until Dawn, the video game was actually a pretty good success, even though they did just release the a remaster of it, and that is not going well. It's selling like cheeks to be to be completely real with you. But hopefully the movie's good. Like I mentioned, video game movies have been on a bit of a roll lately. Except Borderlands. But hopefully it's come out. It does well. Hopefully they made it on a significantly modest budget, so it don't have to be like a massive box office hit to really move numbers. Okay, we do. Let's see. Ella Rubin, Michael Cimino, Ji Young Kyu, and Odessa Ozion will star in the upcoming film. Peter Stormare will reprise his role from the Until Dawn video game, with Mia Mitchell and Belmont Kamel will also appear in the movie. They couldn't get, I don't even know who these people is, I'll be honest with you. They couldn't get Hayden Panettiere and old boy from Agents of Shield to reprise their roles in the game. Or actually, you know what? Never mind. I did just say hopefully they made it on a modest budget. Because Hayden Panettiere is in the game. Like I mentioned, the guy from Agents of Shield. I don't know his name. And dang it. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. He played Freddie Mercury in the Queen biopic from Mr. Robot. What the heck is his name? This guy here. He was in it too. Rami Malek. He was in it. Is this Until Dawn game? The computer game. They got the cast here. Characters. Bruh. They have the cast. So I was just saying, they didn't make it on a modest budget. So I was like, okay, well, if they don't want to bring Brett Dalton, that's his name. What's the number? What's the name? Peter Stormare. They said he was coming back. He plays like the main bad guy. Him. Okay, Michael Cimino. He's coming back. Unless this is the damn movie. Actually, it is because she's down here too. I want to see. I don't know what the other name. What was the other name? Mia Mitchell. Mia Mitchell and Belmont Camel. I didn't see any of them in there. Yeah, whatever. So we got an Until Dawn movie. Right off the release of the Until Dawn re-release. So hopefully it's good. I remember when I first played this, there was that section where you have to run out the door. It's like the literally the final part of the game. I thought you just had to run out, but apparently if you just run, you kill every other that was that was in nice. So my mistake. Maybe we'll do that. All right, moving on. Next up, we have Anne Hathaway has confirmed that Princess Diaries 3 is moving forward and in development. Don't even bother finishing up their USA Today video. I don't need you. I really hate this shit for these damn autoplay videos. All right, it's 20 years since The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement hit theaters. Fans are dying to see more of Queen Mia, and on October 4th, Hathaway confirmed that the third, the third installment is in the works. She did it with a little social media video. Oh, shit. Hold on. I forgot. That's right. Turn that back on. There we go. There we are. Okay, there we go.
Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, enough of that music. All right, and that's how she confirmed it. So Princess Diaries will be moving forward. The movies follow San Francisco resident Mia Thermopolis, actually learned that she's actually a princess of the small kingdom of Genovia. Uh, Andrews played her regal grandmother, who was to teach her the American teenagers to fit into the royal family. And then in the second film, she gets to go through the royal life and is ready to be married and become the queen. So I'm guessing um, there's dialogue about it says nothing had been realized, and I think I may be wrong, but I think it's been shelved out. That was back in April of 2024. So they were basically saying they were happy to do one if it ever happened, but it seemed like it is finally happened. In 2022, prior to being honored at the life, it was likely too late for a third film, just after director Gary Marshall died in 2016. Yeah, so it seems like they were always willing to come back and do it. There were talks very early on, but none really moved forward. But it seems like now things are finally moving forward to it. I never seen the Princess Diaries movies. I I don't think I was the core demographic for these movies. But hey, for any fans of it, congratulations. There you go. But a film I am pretty excited for. It's been announced that Henry Cavill is set to star in a Voltron film for Amazon MGM. I don't believe he's like some kind of exclusivity deal with Amazon right now. He's supposed to be doing something for like Warhammer 40K Form 2. All right, but Henry Cavill, the Superman actor and star of The Witcher, has come aboard to top line in the live-action feature based on the mecha anime that Rawson Marshall Thurber is set to direct. The actor joins Daniel Quaitone, the newcomer who impressed the studio and directed with his West End work, opposite Tom Holland, in leading the role. So we got two key cast members set. Um, I don't know who this guy is. Apparently he's done. Apparently he's mostly done. Um, apparently he's mostly done theater work. My God, this man looks like a child. Um, they have him. Is he the blue? He's the blue guy. Well, clearly we need five leads for the film, as you would guess. But it kind of depends on what they do. And the director did Red Notice, Skyscraper, Central Intelligence. I ain't gonna lie, not the best track record, but you never know. You never know. You never know. I'm trying to see if they got confirmation that that's who he's playing up here. It doesn't specify who he's playing, but the actor is known for his role as Kid Tom in the. Okay, so they don't know. That's just what I want to know. All right, so that's cool. Of course, if you don't know, Voltron is based on the Japanese sci-fi anime Beast King Go Lion. But of course, just like most anime and most of the Power Rangers, it was redubbed and edited to film here in the States. Voltron, Defender of the Universe, was ran in the mid 1980s. Five pilots who pilot a battalion of robot lions that can join together to form a mega robot known as Voltron. Plot details are unclear. Thurber wrote the script with Ellen Shandman. Producers are Tim Lieberman from Hidden Pictures, World Event Pictures Productions, Bob Koplar, Thurber, and Hobie Davis Films, David Hoberman. So that's cool. Okay, we're just talking about stuff. So, oh my God, sorry. So, yeah, nothing's really known about the movie so far, but we do know two lead roles. I would, depending on what they go, I would guess Cavill is probably going to be cast as the leader. That would probably be the smart move, the pilot of the Black Lion. But again, we'll see. I don't know too much about Voltron in terms of like its history and stuff. The most I've gotten is from the Netflix show, Voltron. I forget what the heck it was called. Legendary Defender? No, that was this one. Oh, Defender. So it might have been called Legendary Defender in the end. Let's see. Don't ask me why my don't ask me why my shit defaults to uh defaults to Yahoo. Yeah, it was called Legendary Defender, the Netflix one. This one was dope. I love this show. It was so dope. So I do hope that the movie also dives more into the more of the space element, dives more into the lore. Hopefully it takes place all in space. Hopefully they don't like Transformers it and it takes place on Earth. Like the Lions crash land on Earth or some shit. Make it all space. Make it all sci-fi stuff. I hope that's what they go for in this one. I feel like that's the best way to do it. But yes, but that is all of our film news. Now let us move on to oh god, don't do that. To the video games. All right, first up we have Halo. It was announced recently, right after they have some kind of championship thing or something. Halo has some brand new. Put that back there. Okay, it looked like it was cut off. This is very tight. I don't know why it's like that. But anywho, we got a new dawn, brand new update on Halo. 8 days ago, is at the conclusion of the Halo World Championship. They gave a glimpse of the future. We're not gonna watch the video because the video is like 20 minutes long or something, and it really ain't nothing going on there. Well, it's 6 minutes, but it ain't that much going on. I'll kind of sum up everything here. Basically, they announced that they're changing their name. They are no longer 343 Industries. They are now, I think this is called Halo Studios, and that's it. Um, they're switching from their in-house engine, which was called what the heck was it called? I forget what it's called. Yeah, they're called Halo Studios now, and they're moving from their in-house engine, which was called Slipstream. Slipstream, was that what it's called? They're moving to the Unreal Engine 5. So apparently it's so they can make things easier, they can develop faster. Uh yeah, Halo Studios and New Dawn is the future of Halo is being built with Unreal Engine 5. Show some new images. That's mostly what that video is too. It's just showing off these landscapes. Them talking about how excited they are to move forward with the brand new engine. But yeah, so if y'all been out of the loop, Master Chief and Halo have not been doing very well as of late. Basically, ever since Bungie left the game, left it to 343 Industries, Halo's been struggling. None of the games have been received particularly well. You know, all the ones from 343 haven't been perceived particularly well. The last game, Halo Infinite, did not do well at all. They tried to go into more of like the live service stuff. It didn't really work out. So Halo's on bad terms. Which is one of the big things about this announcement that I'm kind of like, are we really moving anything? Basically, the fact that is 343 still in control? Is it still being headlined by the same people? Like, unless we've had like a full on creative overhaul, is anything really changing? So here are the new pretty images that apparently don't uh enlarge it, it downloads it if you click on it. Okay. But yeah, so this is what Halo is. Halo Studios, Unreal Engine 5. It's gonna allow them to crank out content a lot faster. They don't have to build everything from scratch. They can just use the Unreal Engine assets. Of course, there have been a multitude of layoffs in the video game space, and most video game developers know how to use Unreal Engine 5. So it saves time. You don't have to teach the new people how to use your in-house engine. But yeah, the other thing is like not using the in-house engine kind of eliminates individuality. So now Halo is just kind of going to look like every other game in the market now. But yeah, they also announced this new project they have called the Forge. Um, Still have no idea what it means, what it is. It seems like it's just a tech demo. Actually, it's fair. A key step in our path for the future is Project Foundry. Oh, Foundry. I said the Forge. Neither a game nor a tech demo, Foundry represents our multidisciplinary research and reflection on what is required to build Halo in Unreal, while also serving as a training tool for our development process going forward. Foundation is how we are changing recipes. Yeah, so it's like it's a tech demo, not quite a tech demo, not quite a game either, but it's a tech demo. It's what they're going to use to showcase the stuff, but also what they use to help out the people they bring in. So yeah, a new dawn for Halo. We'll see what the heck this means. Uh, we'll see what this means for the future of Halo, what a new Halo is going to be, and what it's going to look like. But like I said, Halo is in dire straits right now. All right, next up, it has been announced that Alien Isolation is finally getting a sequel. The 10th anniversary of Alien Isolation is upon us, and creative director Al Hope has announced that a sequel has been penned and is finally happening. If y'all don't know, this is how they announced it. 20 years ago, we're developing. When we started developing Alien Isolation, we had one guiding principle to create a truly authentic experience. It kept it straight, nothing short of incredible. Whether you're a Nightmare Bowl veteran or stepping into Amanda Ripley's shoes for the thrilling first time, we want to express our deep gratitude. On the 10th anniversary, it seems only fitting to let you know that we have heard your distress loud and clear. Today, I'm delighted to confirm, on behalf of the team, that a sequel is in early development. We look forward to sharing our details with you when we're ready. So there you go. Alien Isolation was a game that dropped at like the tail end of the 2010s, I want to say. Actually, for approaching 10 years. And yeah, it was dropped in like 2014. Yeah, it was basically I don't even know how to explain it. One of those games where like yeah, you're being hunted by a force like kind of like a Dead by Daylight, but it's single player. You're being hunted by the xenomorph on the ship as Ripley. Unfortunately, the game did not do well. It didn't do well at all, and because the AI was booty butt cheeks and completely broken. But it was learned eventually that literally the issue with the game was the fact that there was one individual letter screwed up in the code that fucked up the way the xenomorphs acted. And once they figured that out and they fixed it, the game worked like how it should have worked. So like literally, fucking data miners found out and fixed the damn game. So it's cool. It wasn't a huge seller as years rolled by. Hopes for a sequel dwindled. It probably be weeks to find a sample. Blah 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 blah. On the other hand, it's probably one of those instances where we're all happier to be wrong. No indication as to when Alien Isolation 2 will arrive, but expect to wait, of course. So yeah, Alien Isolation 2 in the works. I never played it. It wasn't really my cup of tea. But for these you survival horror enthusiasts, this is for you. Speaking of survival horror games, A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is the in development game based on A Quiet Place. They are really, really trying to expand this thing. It's a single player horror video game based on the popular movie from Paramount. World's blind extraterrestrials with acute sense of hearing. Now, because of that acute sense of hearing, this is why I put the story in here because I thought this was a pretty dope addition. Noise detection. Apparently, there's going to be noise detection in the game, and the monsters will be able to hear you through your microphone. And I think that's pretty dope. And it leans into the lore and the actual functions of the actual aliens in the games. So I think that's pretty dope. But yeah, Quiet Place has really been expanding. It just released its prequel earlier this year. Now we got the game coming out. So that's pretty cool. I like A Quiet Place. I just hope it doesn't turn to one of those franchises that they milk far too hard. I don't know. IGN's players are always ass. Let's see if this even works. Weird for your trailer to be a live action trailer where they're playing the game within the trailer for the game. Sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty damn something. God, this is the first I'm hearing it. This is the first I'm hearing of the game. I didn't know it was coming out that soon. It's gonna sound like a week. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. All right, next up, sad news for you PS3, PS4 players. Um, this PS3, I don't know why it's still there. PS4 people, If you can, man, it's time to move up. But Little Big Planet 3 and all of its DLCs will be delisted from the PlayStation Store for the PS3 and 4 very, very soon. PlayStation announced earlier today that Little Big Planet 3, as well as all DLC, will be removed from the store on October 31st. You only got about 3, or at this case, I think it's like 2 weeks left to purchase it before it is gone. Of course, LBP 3 launched 2014 on the PS3 and PS4. You create your own levels, mini games, share them online. All supported through it was all user created stuff, which is always pretty cool. But it's sad that all this is going to go. The servers will remain permanently offline after they went down due to technical issues, erasing thousands of player created levels. Now, Little Big Planet 3 and all available DLC will be delisted by the end of the month. All right, so bad news for all you guys. So you got until the end of the month to download Little Big Planet 3, all the DLC, if that is your bag. Yet another reason, man. Buy digital because you never know when all this stuff could just get the plug pulled out on. I'm trying to get more into physical stuff too myself. I can't talk too hard, but I am trying to get transition more into physical buys. Let's see. People who already own or purchased before it's delisted will still be able to download and play the game. You find out with the servers down, you can only play offline, locally created content, or levels included in the game's campaign. Which also sucks for a game like that because that's like one of the biggest things, being able to play user created levels other people make. And now you can't even do that. So it's a massive chunk of the game now being taken away. Yeah, it is frustrating that companies continue to delist games and kill servers, especially when so much of these games focus on an online component. The fact that you take that away and get the plug pulled really kind of sucks. So, hey, if you're a Little Bit Planet fan, get it before it is too late. All right, that is it for video games. Now we will. Oh crap! You know what? We'll do it all in one. I forgot about trailers for movies too. All right, moving on to TV. All right, so Ewan McGregor says that Disney is exploring ideas for Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2. He was interviewed on stage at LA Comic Con. He said one Star Wars project he wants to work on is a second season of Obi-Wan. We're definitely hoping to make more of the show to say instead say exploring would be the word to say. Of course, far from a confirmation, it's only hopeful. Comments made by McGregor in February. We said there was no talks of Obi-Wan happening at Disney. As for what it could do, that was kind of my thing. What could they do for a second season? Crowd when he talked about filming flashback scenes with Anakin. He did. I forgot to say that, but he did mention that too. He mentioned that he does want to do more scenes with Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker. He also wants to don the armor Obi-Wan wore in the Clone Wars animated series. But he's confident that there's more stories to be told. My whole thing is, how will that work? After the Clone Wars stuff, wasn't his whole thing was he was just stationed on Tatooine to just watch Luke grow up? Like that was literally how the show started. He was there watching Luke. His whole thing is supposed to be stationed on Tatooine to keep an eye on Luke and watch him grow up until he's ready. So my whole thing is like, what more stories could you tell? What could you do that, especially to not break that canon in the story? You know, them Star Wars fans, one of the most, I will continue to say, one of the most toxic fan bases on the internet today. But you break that, you might be pissing a lot more people off than you think. Let's see. The Algerian gave season 1 an 8 out of 10. I forget, what did I give it? I think I gave it like a 6 in my review. Disney seems reluctant to announce more, despite quickly greenlighting seasons of other shows and of the sequel film to The Mandalorian. Um, yeah. So no confirmation that there's a season 2, but they're talking about it. I don't know what they can do. You can't really do like, oh, Leia got kidnapped again, so it forces him to happen. By the way, how did that even happen? Like, wasn't Jimmy Smith supposed to be kept an eye on Leia? Like, she get kidnapped. Fool, ain't that your job? You supposed to get her back. What the hell are you calling me? All right. But while we got the future of something, few shows, have no future at all. We got some cancellations to talk about. All right, all right. We'll give this one's to the go woke, go broke crowd, to the grifters out there. Take a victory lap because Velma has been canceled after 2 seasons. Max has confirmed. Velma will not return for a third season on Max. Over the past 2 seasons, Mindy Kaling and Charlie Grant have created an incredibly fun and fresh world within the iconic franchise. While they will forward with another season of the series, we thank them for their coming of age storytelling. News broke earlier this week via a since-deleted post on background artist David Cummings' Instagram, although this is the first time Max has officially confirmed it. So yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure all you guys remember when this was made. There was a big old hoopla about the character redesigns. You know, they made Velma and Indian American. Shaggy was black. Shaggy was brack. So uh, there was a really cool cast in this though. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I watched the first season. I didn't watch the second season. Um, this show was fucking weird. I feel like my whole thing about the show was the fact it did not need to be anything based off that Scooby Doo franchise. Like there was no reason these characters had to be those characters. I feel like the show just could have did its own damn thing with completely original characters, and it would have been fine. In fact, they should have did that, and then leaned more into the parody stuff of those Hanna Barbera era esque cartoons, making it more of a parody of those. But no, of course, I'm not saying it was good. Despite that, Velma was renewed for a second season, which was released this past April. I didn't even know it was that damn soon. To seemingly negative receptions will prove to be its Halloween special, which debuted on Max just last week. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it made me laugh. There was some things in there that I thought was pretty funny. There were some things in there that I thought was at least fairly interesting. But again, it should have just been its own thing. I didn't understand why it had to be based off Velma and those characters. It just didn't make sense to me. So yeah, so Velma is canceled. Also, unfortunately, also canceled is Netflix's Chaos series, which I'm pretty sure just freaking came out. I think on a news drop we did a while ago, I talked about the teaser trailer for it. Yeah, just over a month ago, Netflix debuted a modern take on the Greek pantheon of gods in the series The End of the Fucking World with Ryder Carley, with none other than Jeff Goldblum as a tracksuit wearing Jews. Oh, it was based off a book from the end of the fucking world writer. Oh no. It was just he who wrote it. That was just real confusing. But yeah, it just debuted a month ago, and they've already canceled it. Initially arrived courtesy of one of its stars, Aurora Pernell, who played Eurydice. Eurydice. Goddamn cyberpunk. She posted a farewell. Um, the cancellation comes fewer than 6 weeks after the show first arrived, which is a damn shame. I felt like it got canceled. They didn't even give people a chance to actually watch this shit. It's crazy. Especially like it's a streaming site. Like the biggest appeal of this is the fact that you're able to watch shows all your own time. You're not adhered to a schedule to having to learn when a show airs, what day and what time. You can watch it on your own time. You just released the show a month ago, and now you're like, oh, it's canceled. Like you didn't even give people a chance to even get into it. Uh, so for the moment, likes of Lockwood and Co. Midnight Club, Cowboy Bebop, 1899, Bastards on themselves, Dark Crystal, Edge Resistance, Pantheon on Netflix shows that ended before they really got a chance to begin. That's what I'm saying. Streaming is a cutthroat world, man. But like I'm saying, that's you gotta give these shows time to catch on and grab an audience. All right, but that's some cancellation news. Next up, actually, I'm gonna grab some water while this is loading. Hold on, give me a minute. All right, we are back. I know y'all got tired of hearing me smacking on the damn mic every time. All right, so James Gunn teases Peacemaker season 2 with first look at mystery character. So James Gunn took to social media to share a photo of the character who will appear in the second season, starring John Cena. Who might it be? Gunn posted in the caption. Photos of a person with their back turned, facing a campfire. I have no idea who this is. I don't know enough about DC or Peacemaker's past. Let's see. In a new interview, the DC studio co-head told EW that Rick Flag Sr. will be featured in Superman, and he's an incredibly important part of Peacemaker. He is one of the primary characters in Peacemaker Season 2, so we get to see this character from different angles, and he is not that simple. Grillo will play Rick Flag Sr. He's also voicing him in, it says right there, Creature Commandos. I was about to say, he's also voicing him in Creature Commandos. So could that be who we're seeing here? It does look a little gray in the hair. I just want to close a pic. He does look. It's John Cena. He look a little gray in the hair. Well, I thought it could be like Michael Rooker playing somebody because Rooker collabs with James Gunn a lot. This is just a good guy, not at all. See different angles of his character. He is a morally complex human being. Grillo is somebody who I've known for a little while. Wanted to work with for a long time. He's one of the first people I talked to when I took over the studio. Gonna find something for you cool. Find something for you, something cool. And now he is everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna get him in Peacemaker season 2. He's also gonna be appearing in Superman, and of course in animated form in Creature Commandos. Also, seems like Tim Meadows is joining Peacemaker season 2. In a story, breaking news here on on Geek Business Entertainment. Greg Motala is set to direct the episode, so that's cool. That Mean Girls Santa Live Along Tim Meadows joining the second season. Will play Langston Flurry. Has simply learned that Superbad filmmaker Greg Motala him a few episodes. Grello is supposed to Flick. Yeah, we just read that. Still currently shooting Superman. Takes place while the events of Superman, which is theaters in next year. He wrote all 8 episodes of season 2 of Peacemaker and is directing 3 of them, including the first. God, man, this man, he is making himself a very busy man. He's pretty much planning the entire DC stuff. He's written and directed Superman. He's also wrote all 8 episodes of Peacemaker. Man, this man is keeping himself busy. All right, and to round things out here, continuing on with the DC news. Kind of two stories, but we're gonna wrap them all into one, as it has been announced that we have our lead characters for the upcoming Lanterns series. First, it was announced that. Well, let me sort of make sure I'm right at the time. Okay, no. First, it was announced that Aaron Pierre has been casted as John Stewart in the Lantern series. John Stewart is one of the Green Lanterns in the show. And starring alongside him is going to be Kyle Chandler, who is set to be play as Hal Jordan in the series as well. I believe the two of them are joining Nathan Fillion, I want to say. Is that down there somewhere? It's not. But I do believe Nathan Fillion has also been cast. He is playing Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. So that's pretty cool. Of course, this has been a long and arduous casting search. Remember, Josh Brolin was at the top of the list for quite some time. As you can see here, it was Aaron Pierre and Stephen James were came down to the last two to be cast as John Stewart. But yeah, we got these two here. Aaron Pierre, I am not familiar with him too much. The only thing I've seen him in is M. Night Shyamalan's Old, and that was about it. I just remember his character had an absolutely ridiculous name. He was a rapper, had an absolutely ridiculous name in the show, like Four Door Sedan or some shit, some shit like that. The series from Ozark, Chris Many, Watchmen, Dame Lindelof, the coming right. Oh, by the way, this is also if you couldn't tell because it's in a TV station. This is going to be a series airing streaming on HBO Max. Let's see. Two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Um, that's always kind of been a weird contention point for me. I feel like it serves better as a space cop show. like make it in space. Which is why I'm like, making it on a TV budget. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Kyle Chandler, he's one of those guys where like you never know his name, but you know his face, and he's been in like a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. I'm trying to remember. I think one of his most recent things was he was in one of the Godzilla movies. Emmy winner for his finished role in Friday Night Lights, Bloodline, Catch 22, and Super Pumped. He will next be seen in Back in Action and Anniversary. So yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. But he's just one of those names you don't remember, but you know his face. So interested to see where this Lanterns show goes and how good it is at the very end. Because like I said, it being an Earth-based thing, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's it's at least a Max series and not a CW series, so the effects of the ring should at least work out a lot better. But I feel like because it's going to be an Earth-based mystery thing on a TV budget, I feel like we might not get a lot of the ring in action. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're gonna be on Earth. They're gonna be like, okay, this is an Earth-based thing. We gotta blend in here, even though we're both from Earth. Touch it back. We gotta blend in. So not gonna be in their suits. Be wearing regular ass clothes. Not gonna see too much of the ring in action. I feel, but I hope I'm wrong. Penguin is apparently being a massive hit right now. I feel like that's a lot easier to do. You know, you just make it a. It's all based within grounded scenario. Having this be Earth based is kind of, but we shall see. No news on when the series is set to air. What did I mention? It will air on HBO Max. All right, but that are all of the stories I have for you today. So if you're listening in the audio realm, you can wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for listening. I very much do appreciate it. Thank you. Leave me a review. Leave a review on all the audio platforms, or leave a comment. Let your boy know how he's doing. But if you're watching on YouTube, or if you just don't care too much, or if this might get taken off anyway, we are moving on to trailers. So we got quite a few trailers to watch. I just put it in there. So I'm not gonna lie, not the heck is it called? Unknown what? A complete unknown. It's a Bob Dylan biopic. Stars good old Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
You tramped all the way from Minnesota. Why is that? I wanted to catch a spark.
If you're
Ed Norton.
traveling in the North Country Fair.
I say no one wants to hear what a kid wrote last month.
Well, I like your songs.
Where the winds hit heavy on the borderline.
Who wrote this? He did.
Remember
Is that Orlando
How about
Jones?
that Joan Baez, folks? But she's pretty. Sings pretty.
once
Maybe a little too pretty.
love mine.
Your songs are like an oil painting at the dentist's office.
You're kind of an asshole, Bob.
If you go with snowflake storm, with the rivers freezing, summer ends.
For anyone who's gonna hold your attention on stage, you have to kind of be a freak. Yeah, you can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
Keep her from the howling winds.
When's the new album out?
Soon. 200 people in that room, and each one wants me to be somebody else. They should just let me be.
Let you be what?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
Come on,
Here
Christmas.
Bob is playing electric.
Not on our stage, he isn't.
Once upon a time, you're just so fine.
They just want me singing Blowing in the Wind for the rest of my goddamn life.
Then you,
Well, this is gonna piss some people off.
people come.
You came here with nothing but a guitar. You never talk about your family, your past.
People make up their past, Sylvie. They remember what they want. They forget the rest.
I want to know which side he's on.
I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
I want to hear it.
Might get might get flagged on the damn copyrighted music, I'm sure. All right, join me. Looks good. I am very unfamiliar with Bob Dylan. I know nothing about the man or his music, so you know, seems like it'd be all right. Seems like a nice little Oscar bait movie. All right. We also had Juror number 2. That was also on my list. Clint Eastwood's new joint.
It was last October. It was raining, and I hit something. I got out the car and I looked around. I checked, I didn't see anything, and I figured it was a deer that ran off.
Nope, hit a damn person.
Okay, what's the problem?
I got called for jury duty. The Kendall Carter case?
1 year ago, on October 25th, the defendant, James Scythe, and his then girlfriend, Kendall Carter, they had a fight. And he's gonna pay for what he did.
Oh.
What are you telling me?
A.K. Simmons?
Maybe I didn't hit a deer.
Fucking Jack Bauer?
I'll just ask you one thing. Did you guys ever look at any other suspect?
Why the hell can I never remember her name? Oh, Colette?
You would know what to do.
Yeah, Tony Collette. Why can I never remember her name? Was Zoe Deschanel the... Whatever her name. Was that the girl? Since Yarbo's in this? Oh shit, Tom from the Boondocks? No, I think Zoe Deschanel was his girlfriend. Okay, never mind. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of interested in that. A little murder mystery. Man incarcerated, possibly for a crime he didn't commit, and one of the damn jurors is probably the guy who actually did commit it. That's cool. Oh, is this supposed to be his last movie? There's a little cast in there too. I'm interested in that. We might keep testing that. When does it come out? November. Okay, we might keep testing it. Might have to go out and see that. All right. What else did I have on the list here? Baby girl. I think that it through this. I saw in the picture. Yeah, it's 824. So you know it's gonna be pretty damn good.
Good girl. Good girl.
Being a CEO means being a collaborator and a nurturer.
Don't you have to be at work?
Everyone is just waiting for me to buckle under the pressure.
Is now a good time to introduce the interns?
Yeah.
It's a little girl from Talk to Me.
How'd you get that dog to calm down?
I gave it a cookie.
You always have cookies on you.
Why do you want one?
Who decided to make me a part of that mentor program? You have 7 minutes.
So, how did it start?
I see myself as a...
Power-hungry personality?
You think that's what I am?
I think you like to be told what to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to... That was incredibly inappropriate.
Your behavior is
I already kind of see where this is going.
Is it? If we're gonna do this, we need to set some rules that you and I both agree on.
Did you order this?
Starting with, I tell you what to do and you do it.
And if I don't?
Get on your knees.
No! What?
Get on your knees now.
I'm...
Is that what you want? power over you.
Well, it's Antonio
I
Banderas.
could make one call and you lose everything. Does that turn you on?
All right, I had a call. This movie is already extremely unrealistic. What woman in her right mind is cheating on Antonio Banderas? Cheating on Antonio Banderas. Come on now.
Oh, hey, you forgot your laptop at the office.
Mom, can Mary sleep over?
I genuinely believe women with power would behave differently.
Want to stop?
You seem liberated.
I've never experienced anything like this.
Good girl.
She's a sub. What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call the person who gets off on like being embarrassed or taking pain? What the hell do you call it? This is a masochist, but they like inflicted pain. I don't know. Whatever. That's pretty good. Something for the ladies, for the ladies. All right, all right. That's all for the movie trailers. Let's check out some TV trailers. We got the Yakuza Like a Dragon trailer. Yes, based off the video game. Bro, this was 2 fucking months ago. This ain't the one I wanted. I like it being in Japanese already off rip.
お前は何も分かってない。極道のことも、竜のことも。背中に背負った十字架から一生逃げられない。
1億どころか何億あんねん。
青梅の100億盗んだ奴らがうちにいんのか。
ビビってんなら一人で逃げな。
あんたが親殺しちゅうの。
お前一人時間が止まってんじゃないのか。カズマ。
はったりでもいいから戦争止めてこいや。
ちょっと顔貸してもらえますか。
景気よく暴れられるのは最初だけ。そのうち原爆ボンボンで1億総玉砕だよ。
お前知らねえんだよな。新宿の悪魔のことを。
What are those guys? Some fucking Comrade Drive?
カムロ町。
That's the guy who's in a pirate game coming out.
カズマが全部悪いんじゃ。カズマがヤクザになんかならなかった。
10年前俺たち兄弟を裏切ったのはお前だろう。お前さんの竜も見せてくれんか。
There, that looks just like him. October 24th. Oh, that's coming out in a couple days. I'm about to check that out. I've never played the Yakuza games. It's always been on my list of like a new game to experience, to finally play and try out. Him? Is it Drive? That man looks just like the. Colorado Drive. Cast. Ryoma Takuchi. Is that him? Damn, I should run so slow. That was him. I know. He plays the main character too. Oh shit. That's dope. Good for him. I'm sure, like, bro, I know this face. I'm like, bro, is that Kamen Rider Drive? I'm sorry to anybody who it was probably a majority of y'all who don't know what that is, but that's my real. That's why it's called Geek Visions. That's the real geeky stuff coming out right there. Okay, I have no idea what this Tomb Raider series is called, actually. By the way, I didn't put this in there. This just happened. But yeah, Tomb Raiders, 4, 5, and 6 remastered. That's here. Be a little video game trailer interruption in the middle here. Block boobs are back.
Time to put things right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Perfect timing. Get those the block boobs back.
Got a feeling this isn't quite what it seems.
And she got a big ass head.
Give a girl a break.
I already finished. I'm gonna lose more of my credentials here, but I've also never played a Tomb Raider game. Not the classic PlayStation ones, or even the remake ones. Never played it. All right, let's get to what we were actually supposed to be here for. How long ago was this? This is like 3 weeks ago. Goddamn. I'm late to the party here.
You're chasing. What is it you're running from? If it's your past, your demons will always find you. Miss Croft.
History doesn't always tell us the whole truth. Because the real truth is too difficult for most to bear. I have to figure out what this is all about.
Sounds like you could use some help.
This is based off the most recent remake games, the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider games.
I'm looking for something connected to my past. Something important.
Why is everything so dramatic with you?
I ask myself that all the time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
We need a new plan.
Run!
Get her! This is new.
Sometimes I swear you have a death wish.
Maybe you do.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Miss Croft.
You mean you trying to kill me?
I like this animation style.
You are nothing.
You're a poison.
The thief is dead.
How many episodes is this?
I'm a survivor.
Doesn't say.
Do you trust me?
Of course.
Always.
That's just gonna punch her in the boob.
You're gonna need it.
October 10th. Oh, this is already out. I'm very late to the party then. What's the only black man in the whole trailer? What only black man in the trailer? The whole job is just deliver the guns.
Of course.
Always.
I brought this.
They stopped the whole music just for that part. I got some, Lord.
I brought this.
I brought the blickies, Laura. Brought the blickies, Laura. I know you need it. All right. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good though. It's already out. I'll have to check it out. Even though I don't got Netflix. I ain't catch up on none of it. All right, I think we got one more. Yes, we did. Star Trek Lower Decks. I think season 5. That's the final final season, right? Yes.
Captain's log. For once, everything's going better than expected. This is terrible. I wasn't sure how my junior officers would handle their new promotions.
I don't want to get promoted. I want to stay charmingly insubordinate.
But they've shown remarkable composure. Everyone's obeying orders and working in lockstep.
Nobody pull their disruptors.
There's no chaos, hijinks, or interpersonal conflict.
Are you sure you broke up?
Yes! This might be one of the most mature and capable crews in Starfleet.
Let's do this! Yes, totally, but you are sitting on it backwards. Damn it! Come on, danger time! I like when stuff isn't our fault.
Firing pulse.
Check me out. I'm a total T'Pol over here.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
This reminds me of
Getting cooler by the second.
damn it, what's that show called?
Wait, everyone, shut up! This Kim's got 2 pimps! You're all still ensigns? That's up!
What the heck was that? Final Space. It reminds me of Final Space. Cool. I don't know. That's the kind of Star Trek could actually possibly get into. That's cool. It's pretty good. I might have to check that out in my free time so far. What is this? Some Destiny news that I missed out on. Oh, probably because it happened 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago, I was recording shit. All right, surprise Destiny trailer, everybody. Developed, published by NetEase Games. Early pre-alpha mobile in-game. The Destiny on mobile? Ugh. It's kind of crazy though how mobile games are like on like PS3 X-Bone levels. I can't lie, that looks so weird. Look at that. Some new shit I ain't got into yet. This is a turn to Zarya from Overwatch.
It is time to embrace your destiny.
Speaker? Destiny Rising. Destiny on mobile. Close alpha starts November 1st. Well, I'm out of the curve on Destiny. I haven't played the most recent expansion yet. Speaking of that, I think I am going to play it, and I think after that, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna close the book on Destiny after that. Pre-registration now open for this. The very first mobile epic sci-fi RPG shooter set. Oh, it's set in an alternate Destiny timeline. Oh, okay. That explains the new powers, the fact that there's a speaker there, the different armor, different abilities. Even though that looks like horror. Okay, that's pretty cool. So any of you mobile players out there, you're getting a Destiny. You get a Destiny spinoff. So that's cool. All right, I think that is about it. Anything else that released in the last 3 hours that I missed? Don't seem like it. All right. So with those trailers, that is it for this episode of News Drop. Thank you all very much for being here with me today. I very much do appreciate that. I hope I informed you on some good things you might have heard about from the first time. Maybe some you heard new. Maybe some you heard again, but you just got a new little piece of information for it. That's what I am here for. All right, that is it for us here today. Make sure you check out the other stuff on the channel. We got Dragon Age month in full effect. I already have 2 videos out. This one should be out before my third one is out. Where my biggest questions for Dragon Age Veilguard, I asked those in that next video. We got some gameplay walkthroughs, Cyberpunk 2077 and Dragon Age Origins. I will be streaming Dragon Age The Veilguard on the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. Maybe the 1st. I think I might have something to do on the 1st. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I very much appreciate it. Always remember, everybody, to always stay watching, stay playing, to stay awesome, and of course, most importantly, to stay safe out there, all right? Until next time, everybody, I will see you all later. Goodbye.